used to be every other week.
Yeah.
But the outpouring of support has been phenomenal. A couple hours from 6 to 8, and it's a call-in kind of thing. And Joe, we had a show a couple weeks ago. We had over 100,000 listeners. On the internet, we can tell what computers, how many computers are tuned in, and it's not really. I mean, yeah, it's a hit, but it's not just a hit and off. There's 100,000 people tuned in. Boom, right now listening to, whatever's going on. So what a great way to reach out. Last week I had Mayor Art Sanders on from the town of Queen Creek as we worked through some issues that the relationship with Queen Creek and Santan Valley and Banner Hospital, for those that speak, that whole thing. What a great thing. I've got Mayor Clevenger coming on from Florence. I got Mayor Insulaco coming on from Apache Junction. I got Stacy DeBree-Perper from SAND, Economic Development, coming on. I had Elliot Fisher, for those that speak Northern Pinal County, Apache Junction, very controversial guy that ran against me for county supervisor. Had him on, and just to hear what you had to say.
Did that turn out okay?
It did. It did. Yes, it was a huge. That was our 100,000 show. It was a very big deal. And a lot of people were looking for fireworks, but Elliot and I know each other pretty well, and he was very well behaved. And we talked a number of issues, and it was good for me to give him the opportunity to talk about some responsible issues. He's an independent, and there's a lot of talk about Republican, Democrat, Independent. What does that mean? So it was a good way for him for me to ask questions. Well, so what's an independent? Somebody who can't make up their mind, or is it somebody who's just disenfranchised with both parties? And of course, we find independents are both. Sometimes they're like, I don't know what I am, so I'll be this, which is fine. And other times it's just people who are upset with a party or both parties. So it was good for me to kind of feel where he's really at, and it's just a great show. It's a great opportunity. We can talk about all kinds of things that affect Pinal County. Our focus, of course, is District 2, but we can talk about anything out there. It's a great vehicle. Communication, that's what it's all about.
Exactly. Let's talk a little bit about the bridge over the Queen Creek. That thing, the Schneff Bridge, has been a bone of contention since it went out of business in 2005 because of the scouring underneath the pylons there. Now it's open, but now we've got road construction in the area, widening the road. I'm sure people are going, okay, what's next? But this is going to be the last bit of it in widening the road, making it a little bit safer. But I'm sure you're very pleased. I mean, we had the first strike on there. You did the first strike on the bridge.
Yeah, that was cool. I appreciate you coordinating that.
That was fun.
Tear it up. I was concerned because I've been telling citizens, you'll have it for Christmas. You'll have it for Christmas. Well, it came a couple days after Christmas when it was done. But these last rains we had, and we're filming this here in January, and we just had big rains. I was out there checking on the bridge. I drove out there. I'm like, oh, I pray this culvert basically is working. And it worked like a champ. No problems there. And very, very positive impact for our citizens. And yeah, there's going to be some hassles associated with the road as we pave a mile north and south of it. But that bridge hasn't been open for 4 years. I think another month of pain. You can still cross it. Emergency vehicles can still get across it. The pizza guy can still get across it.
That's important.
That
pizza guy.
Hey, I'm going to put a plug out there for Fat Man's Pizza. We finally have some pizza in that area up here in the Skyline area. He just opened out there. Good pizza. But I mean, I'd love to see these small businesses come in here and succeed. And things, simple things, maybe not so simple, but little things like this bridge, that could be the difference between this business who deliver pizza, between them succeeding or failing. If I have to drive another 15 minutes around, now I got cold pizza, and I don't, that kind of simple stuff. But it's important, and this is a great step forward in providing jobs and quality of life. Because believe it or not, hot pizza is a quality of life issue.
Exactly.
It really is.
Make sure those anchovies on there are warm. If you like anchovies. I think we'll end it up right here on a positive note on the Schneff Bridge. Is there anything else you'd like to bring up?
It's going to be an exciting year, Joe, and I look forward to having these, on a semi-regular basis. And I want to thank you for getting the word out there. This communication is the key to as the county as we move forward, and I encourage our citizens to engage. My website, if you could put my website, not my website, but more my email address.
Right, we'll have that on there.
And just shoot me a call or a letter. And when you write, if you email, put your phone number on it. Because I get stupid busy, with stuff. And if I have your phone number, well, when I'm driving to and from someplace, I can just call you.
Yeah.
And we can talk about the issues instead of having to type out, this is why I did this. I can just tell you, and we can converse. And I'm happy to talk to our citizens.
And if you can't get this on the Mediacom cable and the Cox cable in his area, you can always go to our YouTube site, which is on our front page of our county website as well. So when we put it in about 9-minute chunks on there, because YouTube won't let us put the whole thing on. They'll only let us put about 10-minute chunks on there. So you'll see part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there. But it'll turn out really well. It turns out really well. People can access that, and they can also see it on your site as well. I'm sure you got a personal website that you put it on there.
I do, and we should offer something for people who actually sit through all of the things. By the time you get to this on YouTube, you're a pretty dedicated person. I don't know, we should come up with something.
We should have a prize.
Yeah, we'll come up with something next time. And if you call us, we'll send you something.
Yeah, we'll come up with a code or something.
Yeah, if you suffer through all 5 of these things.
Well, that's about it for a conversation with Supervisor Bryan Martyn, the man from District 2. And we'll see you next time on, again, the conversation with Supervisor Bryan Martyn.